morning. I'm just waiting on y'all to come on in here. It's morning, it's Thursday, and it's cold. Thank you for the like. Good morning. I don't know who's in here, but good morning. How you doing this morning? Thank you for your support. Thank you for hitting that like button. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, and Miss Alexis. Good morning, Cara. How you beautiful queens doing this morning? Hey, y'all know I can't start my day without my coffee. Listen, my allergies are off the charts. Y'all hear me? Alexis, you're such a beautiful queen. You are so beautiful. Like I could, being that I've never like met you, but I can feel you're beautiful inside out. You have a heart of gold, and I'm here to give you your flowers. You're a beautiful queen, heart of gold. Car, you're a queen too. But Car, Alexis, you definitely have a heart of gold. I need some of that. Watch. Oh, some coffee. If I could pull you a little bit, I will, honey. Baby, you should see how I be trying to get this coffee. Thank you, love. Yes, honey. Listen. What the question that I'm asking this morning, I have you all on here. And I've been seeing a lot, about family. Like I see how Amber, like how Alexis, how you and your sister are. But I think like the dynamic of family has changed so much. Like how I grew up, the way I was growing up, like family was close. It's like, you know how that saying is like family not the same. It's like, I don't know, it seemed like when certain things go on in families, it's like the dynamic of family, the structure of family has really changed. Like with me, I try to keep that structure with, yeah, like with my children, with my grandkids and, family members. But it's like when I was growing up, we did, family was like family. Family stuck together through thick and thin, no matter what. We stuck together. And it just seems like now it seems like everything is just falling apart. I don't know if it just coming with time, when we get older and when we just start having our own families and our own children, and everybody just go their separate ways. And it just seems like that is just, it's not the same. Like you go to family functions, you got, everybody's in their own little group. Everybody's like in their own little cliques, where different ones have built, different, you're gonna always have your different relationships and your favorite ones. But it just seems like everybody's so distant now. Even myself, I even have a story. Like even in it, like once upon a time I was like close to siblings, and then at some point like something just happened and things just faded away. Like I wonder what do y'all, in your opinion, like what is your opinion? Like we know the enemy come to divide. You know what I'm saying? We know the enemy come to divide. He come to steal, kill, and destroy. And the first thing he do, the enemy, we ain't gonna say what he do. We're gonna get to the, I feel like it's the enemy, because God is the one who set the structure of family. And I feel like the enemy come to dismantle family. He comes to undo and redo everything that God said that we can do. God put structure, the husband, wife, it was always family, but he comes to tear families apart. And I feel he comes to break up friendships, relationships. And he's doing a doggone good job of it. But we have to be, those of us that have values and our morals, our ethics, those of us that we holding on to it, we got to continue to hold on to it. And we cannot let go. We got to stand still and stand strong. We have some family members, we just do have to give them time. I'm kind of in a situation like Dawn, like, but my situation a little not as like hers, but it's similar. And what I've learned, even when it comes to family, sometimes you have to give everybody, you have to give people their space. You have to respect their space, and you have to, over a period of time, because at the end of the day, everybody have to deal with themselves. They got to deal with their hurt. They got to deal with their traumas. They got to deal with their pain. And a lot of times, everybody don't want to let go. They still have that unforgiveness inside, and they feel like, if I forgive this situation, or if I forgive this person, or if I forgive this person that said something to me, they feel like, in their minds, they feel like I'm less than, or I'm weak. Forgiving, like I spoke on my live last night, forgiveness don't mean that you're weak. Forgiveness just gonna allow yourself freedom, and you're gonna be free, and you're no longer held hostage to your problems, to your issues, your past traumas. And that's what it is. And that's why some people, like myself, when you allow yourself to say, you know what, I'm gonna forgive in this situation because I want to be a better person. But then you may have this person on the other end, I'm not ready yet. They'll tell you, I'm not ready yet, I'm not feeling that yet. You know what I'm saying? So when they say, I'm not ready yet, I'm not feeling that yet, guess what? You got to allow yourself to back away from that person, because those are their true feelings, and they're really telling you how they really feel and how they truly feel. You may not understand it in that moment, but you got to respect that those are their feelings and that's how they feel. But you don't allow their feelings and how they feel to make you feel bad. Don't allow anyone feelings, or how they feel and how they want to handle a situation. Don't allow that to make you feel bad. You have to tell yourself, it kind of may hurt you, but you at a place, you got to be okay. And I did a few lives on Facebook. You got to be okay with being okay. You got to be okay with not being accepted. You got to be okay with who walked away. You got to be okay with if they never come back, if they never apologize. You got to be okay if you did apologize and they didn't accept your apology. The Bible say go in peace. That's the word. And when you got the word of God and you put it on your heart and you stand on what the word say, you can't go wrong. Everything going down. We clearly see everything is going down. We clearly see California is on fire and it's burning down. But the word of God is still gonna stand. He said everything is going down. No matter if a storm come through, tornadoes may come through and dismantle. But when you got the word of God on your heart and you put it on your heart, and you know in your heart's the heart that you mean well and you meant well, and you know this, and you know you went in peace. The Bible said go in peace. Go in peace. And if they don't want to receive you, you kick the dust off your feet and you leave it as a testimony. No matter who it is, it could be family, friends, foe. No matter what person can't receive you, you got to leave it as a testimony, and you leave in peace. And your hands are clean and your heart is pure. Your thoughts are pure. Because you got to move on, and you can't allow a situation or a person or persons to hold you hostage to their issues or their problems or whatever they got going on. You can't allow them to hold you hostage to that. You got to, when you free, you free. The Bible said who the Son sets free is free indeed. You got to free yourself from that. If you got to love from a distance, guess what? You love from a distance. But you don't allow nobody to interrupt your peace, your joy, your mind, your peace of mind. You don't allow anyone to interrupt that. And if a person or persons, no matter who it may be, if that's where they're comfortable at, and if that's where they want to be at, even though you don't want them to be in that space, or you don't want that darkness over them, you got to respect that and leave them where they at. You have to leave them there. Because if not, you either going to become that, and everything that you work so hard for, your peace of mind, they're going to come and interrupt your peace. So if them distance themselves and say, I don't want to be around nobody, you respect that. You give them that respect, and in time, you continue to keep praying for them, that one day, that even if it's a family member. And I have a sister that her and I have a sister that me and her not talking. And it's a sister from my dad's side. But you know, Even in the midst of all that, I respect her feelings. We had my dad's birthday party. We didn't speak. We didn't take pictures. We didn't, because I'm at a place in my life. I respect people. I respect their feelings. And I'm not going to force myself nowhere that I'm not wanted, nowhere that I'm appreciated. And if that's how that sister feels, that's how she feeling. And when she come to herself and come to grips to life or whatever issues or whatever the situation, that she's dealing with, then maybe one day her and I can come to a resolution to resolve what the problem is. And I 9 out of 10, I'm sure as an older sister that I know that it's probably something so crazy, a misunderstanding, or somebody 9 out of 10, or somebody probably said something that I didn't say. But guess what? I'm allowing my sister to have her space. I'm giving her space. Because I'm not that one that's going to chase nobody. I'm not going to interrupt my peace. I'm not going to interrupt my happiness. Because guess what? I'm going to dot my I's and cross my T's. And I'm going to take anything and any problem that I have, I'm going to take it to God. Because some situations you can't approach people in. You can't, much as you love them, you got to leave them where they are. And allow them that space, to have that space, to feel how they want to feel. And in that moment, they would know when they're ready. And guess what? God said make peace with all men. That's what you do. You owe no man nothing. You just make peace with it and move on. Especially when it comes to family. Family is the hardest. Family is the hardest because you expect people that you don't know, people that you really don't know, or your foes or whatever. You expect them to act like that. But when it comes to family, at some point, it's family the tough. Sometimes family is the hardest because that bloodline, everybody want to be tough. I'm tough. Everybody's stubborn. Everybody's selfish. Everybody want their way. But when you learn and you know each other and you learn to accept it, but you got to know that you did your part. When you know you haven't done nothing, you will be good. You could be good. And I did. I have a sister that her and I not talking. But those are her problems. And I'm not going to interrupt it. But it kind of like touched me. And I'm like, I am the older sister. I say, but I'm going to pray on it. I heard Lexus, I heard you say that. Like, which I know that some things you got to pray. Do I want that situation to rekindle? Yes. Because I felt some type of way, like me and all my other siblings, we were dancing and laughing, having a good time, taking pictures. But me and my sister and my nieces, I didn't even take pictures with my sister nor her daughters. You get what I'm saying? And like, I watched my nieces grow up. One of my nieces born on my birthday. Like, that kind of bothered me. But I respected their space and I respected their feelings. Did I want that to be like that? No, I didn't want that to be like that. But you have to give people time and then allow them to evaluate. So even in all that, it gives them time to evaluate themselves, to say, you know what, that kind of bothered me. I wasn't able to talk to my auntie. I remember when me and my auntie, we used to laugh and joke and all that. So people gonna reflect on those things. They're gonna reflect on the little memories that they do have of you. You get what I'm saying? And I think with time, but we don't want to wait too long, because you can't take it back. Because nothing is promised to any of us. Every day that we wake up to get something right, time is ticking, and how long you gonna waste time on a situation? Some things you got to move faster on it, but you got to be the bigger person and find ways to try to see how you can make peace in certain situations. And when you go in peace, and if they willing not to receive you in peace, long as you know you did your part, you get what I'm saying? That's all that matters, that you did your part. But I really, truly, really feel that the dynamic of family is not the same anymore. I don't have any of my grandparents. Both sets of my grandparents are not here. I loved it, my grandparents. It's like grandparents was the glue to the family, especially grandmamas. They basically was the glue to the families. They held family together. No matter what went on, grandmama would be that one that she wouldn't pick sides. She would try to find ways to resolve it. to say what you can do to make it better. And it's just, you knew certain things that you wouldn't do. And grandmamas await till, especially my grandmamas will wait till both of you show up at her house and put you on the spot and make y'all get that thing right. That's what grandmamas did. But now you have you got messy family members that like to keep up mess, the messy aunties, the messy cousins. And we all got them messy people in our family now. We ain't gonna act like we ain't got them messy people now. We all got them messy people in our family. But when the glue of the family is no longer involved or no longer is there, it's like the family just dissolved. Like it's just like a vape. Like when the glue of the family gone, it's like the vape. Nobody want to hold on to the morals. Nobody don't hold on to the family ethics. We don't want that no more. It's like now I don't have to do it. I'm grown. I could do it my way. Forget the way the family did it, the way grandma said do it. No, it don't work like that. At some place in your heart, you got to still have some morals in you. And a lot of people don't want to hold on to the morals and the values that they grew up on, the foundation that was built to keep family strong. And at some point, you know, like when grandmama them go, it's like the big cousins, the aunties, they the next ones, they the next patriots in line to step up and say, no, what, we ain't gonna do it this way. We're not gonna act like that. But where they are, they know better. They don't want to take on the role. They don't want to take on that dynamic of what grandmama did when the baton is passed down to the eldest. And we don't see that no more. We don't see it anymore because it's like the pride. It's like everybody have pride. Everybody want to be tough. Everybody want to be strong. Everybody want to build up walls. And the more you build up walls, the more your heart just get hard. But at some point we all, oh shoot, y'all look at that. How did that whole truck fell over? Did y'all see that? A whole semi truck flipped over. I hope the person in there is okay. But the dynamics of family is not the same. It's not the same. I don't see it being the same. Trust and believe. I have dysfunctional in my family, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that have dysfunctional. Where people pick and choose. They have their favorites. And then these my favorites. When you grow up, you was the black sheep, the black niece, or the black. People felt that way. And that shouldn't be. It just should be love. That's how I am. When I love. When I love people, I love people. I don't pick and choose who I love. But I'm not with that fake and phony stuff. Cause I will remove myself real quick. I don't be with all that. Yes, cause you have to allow God words to be used. Yeah, you have to. And people don't want to do that. And it's so much of pride in it, and it's just like, and I think it's for everybody, but at some point if you pray about it, and even just me hearing I had listened to a Dawn thing, and it kind of like, you know what, Gigi, you a big sister, you an older sister. I'm a counsel, so y'all know how us counsels is. Y'all say we cry babies and all that stuff, but us counsels, there's different types of counsel. But me, I'm a type, I love hard, but if you betray me, I'm a make you feel my wrath. You will feel my wrath. I will ignore you. I won't talk to you. I won't do any of that. But at some point, I'm like, I'm over the pettiness. At some point, I'll be over it, and I'll be like, no. But just hearing that story between the sisters, it kind of like, you know what, Gigi, you're an older sister. And I'm the older sister of 9 siblings. I have 2 brothers on my dad's side, and I have 3 sisters. I'm the oldest. On my mom's side, I have one sister, and I have 3 brothers. So it's 5 on the other side. So I have 9 siblings. So in all, let me see, I have 4 sisters, and I have 5 brothers. And I have one of my brothers are deceased. So, and I'm the oldest of 9 siblings. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest. And my siblings, they look up to me. And I have my baby sister. And that kind of touched my heart because me and my baby sister, we actually literally, she just all on my baby sisters because I'm the oldest of 9 siblings. But it kind of like, it did touch my heart because I didn't like that, knowing that me and my sister, we both were there. The only picture we have was the picture that my dad wanted all of us, in the picture with him, and that's the picture. But just willingly want to be in the picture, we didn't take no pictures together, outside of the picture that we had with our dad. And I'm like, that's my sister. Like, we did things with, she was growing up. I was the big sister she looked up to. But where we went wrong, I don't know where we went wrong. But as a big sister, I would kind of find it. Because me, I have a heart. And I'm a pray about it. And like Alexis, like you said, you could send a letter, you could send a text message. And sometimes you just need that little push in your back to tell you, you know what? You need that little umph. Sometimes we say we look for God to do it, but sometimes it just take a word. And when you hear a word that go forth, Alexis, you definitely said it. You was like, it takes time. You could send a text message. You could send a message through someone to say whatever. You could pick up the phone if you got that sibling's number, and you could be the one to make the first step. And that's right, because it's not about God. Don't look at who did what wrong. He ain't gonna look at it and say, well, they said it to me or they did it. That's not, he don't operate like that. And when it comes to siblings, and when it comes to us giving other people advice, we got to be able to stand in it. Like I said on the word, can you stand on it? It's easy to tell somebody what they should do, but when you in the same situation, can you allow yourself to be you know humble enough to take the first step and not waiting on the person? Because if I wait for my sister to do it, she's not going to do it. She been stubborn all her life, ever since she was a little girl. She just been that stubborn one. You get what I'm saying? But I know as a big sister, and I knew in that moment when we was in the same place, and in that moment, I don't know what's hurting her. I don't know what I did, and I can't say I didn't do nothing. So guess what? Being a bigger sister, and just with everything that's been going on, I'm gonna be the bigger sister and take accountability and make the first step to my baby sister to find out, what did I do to you? What did I do to hurt you or make you feel that I hurt you? Because it was said that, oh, I know what I did. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what I did. I'm not going to say, you got presumption sins. We say, Lord, forgive me of the things that I may know, unknowingly know. I don't know what I did. But she said I did something. I don't know if I did something to her, something I said to her. I haven't talked to my sister in 2 years. Even when we went to my dad's party, me and her never had words. We didn't speak. We didn't say anything to each other. Because I knew in my mind I'm there for my dad, and just to get through this time and celebrate our dad, and that was it, and that's all. And I'm like, I don't got time for it. But I'm gonna be the older sister, because I am the oldest, the bigger sister, and take accountability. In it about, it ain't about, oh, they said something to me first. It's not about that, because I know if I could be a bigger person in other situations with people that I'm not blood related to, I could do the same thing with my younger sister. And I'm gonna take the step. And I'm gonna reach out to my little sister, and I want to know what's hurting her. What did I do to hurt you? And I want to know, because it's not fair that she feels that way. And that, even when I seen that live, Lexus, when you and Don did, it made me think about my sister. And I thought about my younger sister, and I want to find out what's bothering her. I want to know what's hurting her, because if my sister is hurting, I should feel my sister pain. I shouldn't be able to feel everybody else pain, but not feel my sister pain. That's given not right. And whether, if me and her never have words, or I'm not saying that our relationship that it gonna ever be, because we're adults now. I have my own life, my own family. But if I can make that slate clean with her, if I could, because I feel like I said, 2024 set the stage, and 2025 is the year of reaping what you sow. And I want to continue to reap a harvest, but I want to continue to make sure that everything that I'm reaping good things. I'm reaping, things in my life moving forward, especially with my sister. I have all of my siblings except for one, and I don't want anything or nothing to happen to my sister, or we're in a situation it shouldn't take a funeral or things like that to say, oh, I'm so sorry. We have time to do it now. But I really and like the words say, people don't understand when they tell their stories, their testimony. Your stories help other people. Your story and your testimony gives somebody else the strength to say, you know what? That's God speaking. When God speak through people, it ain't God got to come and tell you everything. Sometimes He will give you confirmation of, you know what to do, and you got to make that thing right. You got to do it right. So even with that live with Lexus and you and Dawn was on, I thought about that. I laid on that. I slept on that. And all I thought about was me and my sister. And I want to make that thing right. And I want to get it right because I'm the older sister. And I'm going to make the first step to reach out to my sister, to talk to her so I can know her feelings, so I can feel her heart, to know I don't want her to feel hurt or her to feel the pain, and I don't feel like she need to carry that. And whatever it is, I want to get it right with her so she don't have to continue to carry that with her, whatever she feel that's something that I done to her or said to her. So, family dynamic, and we all got to step up and make. Some of us, God know that we built for this. I know I'm built for this. I'm like Ford F-150. I could take a lot of hits. I'm tough. I'm tough. But I have a big heart. I have a good heart. I'm not a nasty person. I'm not an evil person. That's just not me. That's not my character. That's not me. And I love all my siblings. I love my brothers and my sisters. And I felt the distance between me and my younger sister. And I didn't like that at all. We could smile and we danced and smile, but knowing that we should have been able to enjoy that moment together with our dad. And we wasn't even able to enjoy that moment. You know what I'm saying? Me and my sister, we wasn't even able to enjoy one another in that moment with our dad. You get what I'm saying? We could never take that day back or that moment back. But guess what? I can take this moment and I can use that, and I can do what's right. And I'm gonna take the first step. One thing about me, I'ma hold myself accountable. I'ma always hold myself accountable. And that's what I do. And I'm gonna be the bigger person in that situation when it come to me and my baby sister. She's the third child of my dad kids. I'm the oldest, then my brother. We have different moms. Like my siblings on my dad's side, I have a different mother from them. But you know what? I'm going to do what's right. And in my heart, I know what's right. And I know the right thing to do, to step up and reach across the aisles. If I could reach out across the aisles to a total stranger, I could reach out across the aisles to my sister. And I want to be the one to break the curse and tell the devil you is a liar, that you will not dismantle what God said. God said it's family, and God put family together. And some of us, God gonna hold us accountable, because He's gonna hold us accountable because He know that we're the one that He's entrusting to be able to stand and do what's right. And I know hearts to heart that I'm that one, I'm that chosen one, and I know what to do, and I know the right thing to do. But I want to come here first, and I will come back with a testimony. I'm gonna come back with a story to tell you. And I know in the end, and I already know because God know my heart and He know my sister's heart. And I love my sister, and I know my sister love me. And I know when I reach out, and I know it's going to make her feel good. Because I know when I reach across the aisle, you don't understand just a simple phone call and you just reaching out, what it'll do for somebody. But it's easy to tell somebody what they can do. And like I said, I got to stand on my own words. It's either forgiveness or unforgiveness. So what I'm allowed? Forgiveness to be in my heart, or I'm going to allow unforgiveness to be in my heart. If I'm going to forgive, I'm going to forgive. And I know I got to get this right with my little sister. It ain't about who right or wrong. When it come to me and her, it's not about who was right or wrong. It's about doing the right thing. So I made it to my destination. I just want to get on here and just talk about the family dynamics. I just want to tell Dawn I'm praying for her and Toya. And I know God gonna work that out. But guess what? Family, whether we can't pick and choose who our family is, but we can make the choice to make it right. All family, like they say, family don't make you blood. And I'm not saying It's all about just getting it right. And that's what I want to do. I just want to get it right. So I'm here, my story, and I'm gonna do what's right. You all have a good day. Thank you all for joining my live this morning. And yes, we're gonna be the ones that God has chose. We're gonna be them chosen ones to do what's right. And we're already doing it, and we're doing the right thing. So I can't wait to let my light shine even more. I can't wait to go steal my joy back from the enemy, what he's tried to destroy. I'm finna go get it right, okay? And I'll talk to you all later. And you all have a blessed day. Love you.